Hello folks, my goodness, it's Rich Overload. How are we doing? It's another little review, but something a bit different. It's a Harley Benton HBO-850. For those who don't know me, no reason why you should. I've had 101 guitars. I'm a novice, I tinker, I like guitars. That's what I do. This is my 22nd Harley Benton, but it's my first one of a roundback scenario. So let's take a little bit of a look and see what you get for your 95 English pounds. So we'll start here. You get an Ovation style, I guess, hence HB, Harley Benton, O for Ovation. You get a plastic nut that's been cut all right. No problems there. You get some regular die-cast kind of tuners, as you would get on any sort of Squire, Affinity or whatever. And they seem okay. A couple of them need tightening up on the ends, but they seem all right. You get a lovely colour to this maple neck on the back, look. Nice and dark. Satin, of course. Well, not of course, it is. So that makes it nice and smooth to play. Neck is bound. However, ooh, sharpy sharp. Not going to cut yourself on them, but they do need a little bit of work. Bit of sprouty sprout. But I guess it's come a long way. Come from Germany all the way to the UK in the winter. Spent a week in a van somewhere, but not that my camera's probably good enough to pick this up. I'm not Darryl Braun, unfortunately, with his amazing camera, but the tooling on the edge of the fret is not great. Not the end of the world, but not great. The fretboard is a rosacer, thermally treated maple, which makes it go this kind of colour, which is sort of like a light looking ebony, I suppose. In a way, I like it. I've had rosacer before, Harley Benton. I like them. The little holes here, I've got some mucky tooling marks on them. Let's get that off. What is that? Yeah, don't know. Doesn't really matter. Can't really see it from looking down on it. It's got a pretty veneer, sunburst colour. Bridge, plastic again, I guess. Then it's got a little EQ. It came with a 9-volt battery, so that's good. Volume on there. And then you've got your normal plasticky, bowly backy stuff. Strap buttons, they're a bit loose, they're okay. It's obviously very lightweight because of the nature of the guitar. So that's how it looks. Now, what are your options for £95? Well, I guess there are a few. Gear for music, do some cheapy guitars. Second hand, you can get lots of things, excuse me, acoustic-y. I quite fancied a Strat acoustic or a Teleacoustic, but they're too expensive. Even second hand, they're about £245. And the Harley Benton version is 125, I think, which is not bad. But I thought I'd have some with a slightly bigger body and give it a bit more of a go. Let's have a look at the binding here. Is that muck? Tiny imperfection on it, but hey, it's just super cheap. Overall, I like the look of it. I don't really play acoustic. It's not really my thing. So I just fancied it. This is not plugged in. Medium pick. Big difference between medium and well, we've got an extra thick one here. Loads darker. So I'm using my medium one. Nice and ringy, it's quite loud. Strings need replacing, really. They don't look, the wound strings, the low E, the A string, all of the wound ones are a bit rusty. And also this tuner here. This tuner, yes. Camera pick it up. It's got a bit of rust on it. Let's get a wire wool and get that off. But no big deal. The action is you know what? It's been ages since I played an acoustic. It probably needs a bit of neck relief. It's a bit on the high side. Yeah, it's a bit on the high side, but no big deal. And the frets would need a bit, could do with a bit of a polish. But no big deal, and nothing that you wouldn't really expect for the money, to be honest. I think if you're starting out, the nice thing is about the neck itself is it feels more like an electric guitar neck, which is a good thing. It's not wide, it's 42 or 43 millimeters at the nut. It's not thick in this direction either. It just feels like you're playing some sort of a Squire electric guitar. So if that appeals to you, for someone who's starting out, maybe a child or someone with smaller hands, it's I think that's a plus point. Right, is my amplifier on? That is a good question. Right, so on the EQ, let's have everything to the bottom. It's not coming through the amp at all, so that's interesting. Instead of having it like 0 to 10, it's got cut, so it's got 0 and you can go up or down for the frequencies. So it's effectively like a boost. It's got the word boost written on it. It's got bass, mid and treble. So let's just put all of those in the middle. The amp's on the clean tone. What's the volume doing on here? The volume on 3/4 on here. Hold on, sorry, tinker. So you can hear it. It's a Blackstar ID Core 20 V3. Don't think it's really an amp for this kind of guitar. Let's put them all up to the top. At all, that amp. What a shit amp. It is a bit of a shit amp actually. That's not just me saying that. I've not been very impressed with this in the main. Down a little bit. Down on here a little bit and increase it on the amp a touch instead. Sounds a bit better actually doing it that way around. Turn that down. Anyway, what is this telling you? Probably not a lot. What should it tell you? What should it tell you? From someone who doesn't really play these kind of guitars, I think it's cheap. I think it feels good enough. I think the neck is easy to use if you've got smaller hands. It's a good place to start for not a lot of money. And you can plug it in. I'm sure if I played around with the amp settings, I could get a better sound out of the amp on it. And everything works, does what it's supposed to do. So yes, thumbs up to Harley Benton for this one. And now I need to practice playing chords a bit more. And yes, thanks for watching. If you're still here, well done you.